So yesterday evening, I noticed a lot of bees flying around, and it's swarming season. So got some lemongrass oil and made, I guess, what you would call a lure, and put it in the beehive that we bought a couple years ago, hoping to attract some bees. And so this morning, this is what we've got. I assume, and please understand, I'm an idiot about this stuff. I assume that these are scout bees sent out by a swarm looking for a new home. And I'm hoping that this is a good sign that they're going to bring the queen in from that swarm and set up permanent housekeeping here in our hive, here in the chicken yard. And I gotta tell you, I'm an idiot on this stuff. Went to a weekend class a couple years ago, and since then I've forgotten a lot of it. But seriously hoping that this is the beginning of our beekeeping experience. But this is not what this video is about. What this video is about is maintaining your magazines. And this isn't like maintaining, like checking the springs and tearing them apart and cleaning them and stuff like that. This is just about accountability and knowing what magazines you have. And I'll show you what I've done. I have gotten my numbering system all screwed up. You see it says 2 P30s, and this one did say 29, and I've cleaned that off. So over the years, as I've added magazines, I've numbered magazines without really double checking to see what number I was on. And that's when I end up with that. And so I've realized what I need to do is kind of take a page from the book of how the ranchers used to do it. Ranchers used to mark their stock, brand their stock once a year in the spring after the calves have gotten big enough to be branded. And that's also when they would brand cows that they brought in, wild cows that they brought into the herd. And the reason they didn't mark those cows the second they brought them into the herd and instead waited until spring to do them all at one time was twofold. One was because why do a job twice? You know, to set up and to be branding cows more than once a year, just a waste of work. And two, that way you have all your cows in one place and you get a good count of them and just really do it right. So in a way, this is the same kind of thing. What I've done in the past is I got a magazine and I went to brand it, to mark it, but I didn't do a good check of my current magazines. And I ended up marking 2 magazines with numbers that I already had. And that's just stupid. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going to just, maybe not every spring when the calves have gotten big enough, but every now and then I'm going to pull out all my magazines, double check the count, and mark them accordingly, mark the new ones accordingly. And the occasion that has caused all this is right here. I just got in a box from Palmetto State Armory. You're probably familiar with these guys. They're a mail order gun and ammo company, and I've been getting their emails forever. This is the first time I've ever actually purchased from them, and it was just a deal I couldn't pass up. It was 10 Magpul, I think they're Gen 2 magazines, 10 of them, and 200 rounds of 855 green tip M855s for 199 bucks, and this deal was free shipping. So all I paid in addition to the 199 bucks was I think $13 tax. So I got for $213 10 mags, 200 rounds. And I looked around at my gun store ads, and I really didn't see where I could beat this deal. The free shipping kind of put it over the top, because very often shipping on ammo, because it's so heavy, will just negate any savings or any deals that you might see online. But this time it didn't. So I ordered it, and I got to tell you, it came quick. I think I ordered them Sunday, and they came on Friday. So very, very happy with this deal. I mean, you know, if you said, okay, I found a place that sells Gen 2 PMags for, let's say, $10, and I haven't seen a place, a retail store that sells them for $10, but let's say you did. Cheapest I've seen is 12. Let's say you found it for $10. Well, there's $100 right there. And then for $100 you get 200 rounds. That's 50 cents a round. And really, guys, unless you're buying them by the pallet load, I'm afraid that the days of finding retail quality 5.56 for less than 50 cents a round, I'm afraid they're behind us. And I've come to the conclusion that I've got to stop chasing sales and hoping for deals, and just continue to up my stores. And so I think that's a pretty good deal. I'm happy with it. And there may be a comment or two, oh, I could have got it here cheaper, or whatever. Maybe so, but I'm pretty happy. But that is the reason for this occasion, is I'm going to be opening these mags, and I'm going to be marking them as my own, branding them as part of the family. And I've also got a few Ruger mags that I've bought over time, and they haven't gotten marked. And somehow this old metal mag, military issue, don't remember where I got it, but I picked it up somewhere and I haven't marked it. And I'm going to need to, I don't know if that's the good follower or that's the bad follower. I got to check on that. But anyway, that's the point of this video, is just magazine maintenance. And you say, well, my Lord, why so many magazines? Well, first of all, you need so many magazines per rifle, because if you're going to be giving these rifles to someone to use, you need to give them a combat load of magazines and ammo. And also, magazines do fail. Magazines get old, the lips break. These guys, even though they're, people say, oh, I run on with a truck and stuff like that, they can crack and break. I've seen it happen. Even the vaunted Daniel Defense magazine can break. I'm sure. I've never broke one. I've only got one, but so if you don't have magazines, you've got a single shot rifle, and that's no bueno. So I'd rather have more magazines than I need than to need magazines. But anyway, get your magazines. Find some way to mark them as yours, especially if you go to the range a lot, and especially if you ever shoot in competitions. Mark them as yours, so that there's no confusion at the end of the day. Because face it, a PMag is a PMag is a PMag is a PMag, and you don't want to be arguing with a buddy over whether that's your magazine or not. So that's what this video is about. Don't know if that deal's still going on, but if it is, you might check it out. If not, just subscribe to Palmetto State Armory's email, and it'll roll around again, I'm sure. And mark your magazines. Magazine maintenance. Hey, thanks for watching.